Hello everybody and welcome to PRA Network 2 on YouTube and PRA Network on Twitch. I'm your host Justin Phoenix, and tonight for the first part of the evening I will be the only one in the booth. I do have an in-race reporter. It'll be a little bit of a surprise here in just a moment while we're in warm-up. But tonight we're in the Asphalt Assault Series and the Super Late Model Series. The first race will be at Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park. Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park is one of the premier motorsports facilities in the Northeast, featuring the first purpose-built road course and first asphalt high-banked oval in America. The track that became known as the Indy of the East was born out of the calamitous hurricane, the Long Island Express, that devastated much of New England in 1938, including the Connecticut farm of John Hoeing. Rather than rebuilding his farm, Hoeing constructed a racetrack on the site, a 5/8 mile oval with turns banked at 26 degrees. Hoeing opened Thompson Speedway on May 26, 1940 for a race featuring what are now called sprint cars. Dizzy Vance won the track's debut event for car owner Louis D'Amour before the overall crowd. Motor racing fans have been flocking to the northeast corner of Connecticut ever since. Following World War II, Thompson became a hotbed of stock car racing. In 1951, the newly organized National Association for Stock Car Automobile Racing, aka NASCAR, staged a grand national race at Thompson, won by Neil Cole, while NASCAR would return on a number of occasions with legends like David Pearson and Bobby Isaac visiting Victory Lane. Thompson's weekly racing series became the springboard for many of the stock racing's biggest stars and continues to be a major draw for New England's racing fans. Just a little bit of history about this racetrack. It's honestly one of the favorites here in PRA. As you can see, we have 15 cars, maybe 14 without Shannon Milliken, our race admin. There's 14 cars. We've had some epic battles take place at this track in the past. When we used to have the full featured the full featured race here, 80 laps. We had an epic finish with our very own board of directors member Cody Johnson, who is in the race right now. He came to the last lap leading the race, but did not finish the race in first. He ended up having to crash the whole field. You can find that back on our YouTube page. I don't have the clip to show it. I wish I had a little more knowledge on how to do all that, and honestly time to set it all up. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into tonight's event. We have a points battle going on. And here they are. Matthew Bird is the points leader by 14 points over Dylan Davis. Joel Crozier, Yellow Wheels, Michael Manise, Chandler Gallman, Rodney Roberts, Chucky Walden, Riley Frost, Robert Hensley, Joey Cuba, Austin LeBlanc, David Nannon, and Damon Henry. I got word today that Yellow Wheels will not be able to make any more races for this season. He lives in Belgium. So when we're doing these races at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, it is probably 2:30 in the morning his time. So that's some dedication right now to PRA, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Yella. He did really well. He's in fourth in points now, but obviously without making the rest of the season, he's going to take LPPs for the rest of the season, and hopefully he'll still maintain a decent points finish. But man, the guy showed up. Never got a podium. Actually he did get a podium. Sorry, he got a podium in the first week. So he showed some rookie class right there, and the race is going to get started here in 10 seconds. And so I just wanted to go over the point standings before we get started, and now we are getting ready to grid them. You guys got to watch some of the qualifying while I was getting the broadcast prepared. Excuse me. This race gets started at 8:30, and it honestly is just a rush for me to be able to get here in time to start the broadcast early. So I apologize about that. I'm here. That's why we got the 5-minute warm up, is to give me some time to introduce the broadcast. And so, with that being said, here we go. Matthew Bird is on the point once again. Excuse me. Matthew Bird is the pole sitter. Riley Frost second. Joey Kuba in third. Roger Saucier fourth. Dylan Davis fifth. Chandler Gallman sixth. Austin LeBlanc seventh. Joel Crozier 8th, Cody Johnson 9th, Rodney Roberts 10th, Chucky Walden 11th, Michael Manise 12th, Caleb Weimer, he's a newcomer, in 13th, and Robert Hensley will be the last qualifying position. And I'm going to pull Rodney Roberts in here. He is our special in-race reporter before this race gets started, so I'm not distracting you too much. Buddy, what's your thoughts on tonight's race here in Thompson Speedway?
iRacing, and hopefully can avoid any accidents in front. I got a feeling this start could be kind of hectic, being the line is in the middle of the track. So
yeah, and we've had several races here at PRA, and we love this track, and we've had some epic finishes and a lot of heated emotions at the end of these races here at Thompson.
Yep, I'm just out here looking to have a good time tonight. Figured I'd help you out in the broadcast since you're all alone up there and give you the perspective from running in the back of the pack.
So are you okay with sitting in here with me while I announce the race?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, we're getting ready to go green flag racing here for 40 laps here at Thompson Speedway. They'll go by very fast. And with that being said, we're in the back stretch right now. You can see this 14-car field. This is a good-sized field for tonight. We got a couple that have put in LPPs for not being able to make it tonight. And so we could have had like 16 cars in the field tonight.
Yeah, it's a pretty big field. This is one of the bigger ones I've seen in the street stocks.
Yes, sir. And we got Matthew Bird on the point once again, and Riley Frost on the outside. Probably going to see a good battle with them. Here we go, green flag racing. There it is. The green light is on. And there's already contact in the back of the field. It's Maytag. It's Chucky Walden spinning out right on the start. We're going to watch that back.
Yeah, it'd be interesting what happened. It felt like somebody ran straight in the back of me there.
So we're going to watch it from Rodney's perspective here. Well, I don't know what happened there. We're going to watch that again.
Yeah, or I will get it together.
And so we're going to watch slow motion here. The 56 car gets into the back of Chucky Walden right on the start. Is that 56? I don't know what number. Yeah, that's 56. He just hooks Chucky Walden right into Rodney. It was not Chucky's fault. 56 just jumped the start a little bit there, it seems.
Yeah, it seemed kind of weird there because it seemed like we were moving pretty good up front. So, yeah, that's all I could think of. Maybe the guy was laying back a little bit, trying to get a little bit of a start, but
then he definitely hooked Chucky. We're gonna watch it one more time. He just gets right up on Chucky, and he hooks him right into you. It's a good thing you didn't get spun out on that exchange.
I don't know. All I could see was a car up in the air behind me, so it was kind of odd.
So, that's an interesting start. We didn't even get to the first turn. Caleb Weimer, he's new, so we're going to keep an eye on that.
Black Wagon people.
Are we doing single file this time?
Yeah, I think so, because we didn't get a good start. Usually when you have consecutives like that, it'll be single file.
Yep, it is. It's automatic. So,
oh gosh,
Start of this race, we're already crashing each other. Thompson Speedway always has high emotions. Kind of like Martinsville last week. I don't know if you got to see that.
Fun, yeah, I ran Martinsville last week in the late model.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I couldn't remember, sorry. All right, green flag. Here we go. Let's see if we can do it this time. There are a couple in the back that are laying back. That's Robert Hensley and Chucky Walton is already a lap down. Going down into turn number 3. Matthew Bird, Riley Frost leading the field. So far, so good on this lap. And we got an incident. Joey Kuba just got spun to the inside. Caution is out. Let's see what happened there. Oh, Kuba was loose. Yeah, Kuba lost control, spun in front of the 81 of Chandler Gallman, and got spun into the infield. Wasn't Chandler's fault. It was just Joey. He lost it going into turn number 3 there.
Yeah, this track's a little tough getting on the brakes going in the corners. It'll want to step out on you, and if you get on the throttle too hard, you ain't got your wheel kind of straightened out. It'll definitely turn around you quick too, coming off the corner.
Yeah, Joey was dirt tracking all the way from turn 1 to about halfway through turn 2. And unfortunately for Chandler Gallman, he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. He had no time to react. So we've made 9 laps and we've had 2 cautions. This is the most we've had in the street stocks in quite some time. And like I said before the broadcast began, before the race started, this track has had heavy emotions in the past. We've had some epic finishes. One of the ones that I mentioned before the broadcast, Rodney, was when Cody Johnson was leading the race, and him and Michael Peterson got together, and Cody ended up crashing the entire field.
Oh, that was coming to the checkers. I remember that one.
Yes, it was. It was coming to the checkers. I wish I had that clip so that I could just play it live, but yeah, that was an epic finish. That was our first time here. It was the first season we did with the street stocks, and we may be going back to that. Just a little precursor. We may be going back to full race street stocks if things work out that way.
Well, give me a second. Let me talk to the race admin real quick.
Go ahead.
Hey Shannon, it's telling me to pass to 013. 10-4. Thank you, sir.
All right, 1 lap to green. It's going to be single file again because it was just back-to-back cautions. So far, they've been pacing for the majority of this race. iPacing lives up to its name.
Yeah, not like a good old iPacing race.
Never even get the tires heated up enough. Here we come to the green light, and they are off. And for those watching on YouTube and Twitch, the rules are with this short track league, the green flag is on the leader at all times, at the beginning of the race and on the restarts. So it's not necessarily on the green light, and it's not necessarily on the green flag, but it's when the leader wants to go. There are rules against the leader false starting, faking a start, so the race admin has to keep an eye on that as well. This is the first race of the season that Roger Saucia has joined us.
Yeah, he's usually running up front too. He's a pretty good driver.
Yep, he's in 3rd right now. And he's got Dylan Davis behind him. He's 2nd in points. We got a side-by-side battle right now. Austin LeBlanc has made his first race of the season. He's taken LPPs for all the others. There's 56, or the 66 is going sideways. That is...
Yeah, they tried to jump the start a while ago too.
And he spins out on the inside. And he's going to back up on the track. He's going to get it going. No yellow. Again, that's Caleb Weimer. He's new. I don't think he's been in a single race before, of mine anyway. And right now, Matthew Bird is half a second ahead of Riley Frost. We actually got a race to watch now. We're going to move it through the field, though, and see the rest of the field. We got Roger Saucier third, Dylan Davis in fourth, Chandler Golleman in fifth, Austin LeBlanc in sixth. He's got Joel Crozier in the 13 right behind him in the Detroit Lions 13 car. And then behind him's the 013, so we got the 13 and the 13 right next to each other. And in short track racing, that's okay. Having the same number is fine. Sometimes, as long as the cars look different, it's not a big deal. And Chucky just made a pass on our in-race reporter, Rodney Roberts. And that awesome-looking 29 AC Delco got the shades of Kevin Harvick going on there.
Yeah, Maytag was way quicker than I was. I ain't going to hold him up.
And behind Rodney is Joey Kuba in the 93 car. Always has that awesome paint scheme. Michael Moniz in the City Chevrolet. Throwback to Days of Thunder. The actor, I don't remember his name, but he passed away today.
Robert Duvall.
Yeah, that was him. And so now Caleb Weimer is about to go a lap down from Matthew Bird. 22 laps to go. Coming up on lap 20.
We have 40 laps click off quick here if we stay green.
Yes, sir. And Caleb Weimer's pulling to the inside, letting the leader go. As you said at the beginning of the race, the middle line is the favorite here at Thompson Speedway.
We'll let Coop go here.
And so now the lap car is down on the inside. We get to see pretty much all the field from this camera angle going into turn number 1. Matthew Bird has pulled a whole second lead over Riley Frost. Here's a blimp cam view of how far ahead he is right now. If he wins this one, that's 3 in a row. He's becoming the Jacob Schneider of the street stocks.
Yeah, Jacob was pretty dominant last year. Didn't he win all of them?
He did, 100%. He was the first person to do so in our league. And he did it in both the street stocks and the late model stocks.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. We had 6 weeks, 12 races, and he won all 12 of them. Wow. And then he won all but one of the Grid Finder Nostalgia Series. And the only one that he didn't win, his teammate won. So Jacob Schneider Racing still in a huge winning streak. They're up to 21 races now.
Wow.
In a row. Pretty impressive. And this field's starting to get a little spread out. That's what we expected as the green flag laps rolled on. The battle right here between Chucky Walden and Joey Kuba. Joey's getting right up on Chucky right now.
Coop bounced it off the wall there.
Yeah, he didn't get any incident points, so he's probably all right. That's not going to help his handling, that's for sure.